Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is East of Eden Creations and I am Lavita Monique. I must say I am so excited and could not wait to make this video because guess what? My granddaughter's quilts are finished. I am currently visiting family and I am sitting in the living room and I brought the quilts with me because my children are here and I wanted to go ahead and finish them to make sure that I give them to them before I went back home. And let me just tell you, I am so impressed with myself considering I just picked quilting back up the end of last year. And I did not record the process. One, because I forgot my thing to hold, the tripod that holds my camera. And it was a lot of handwork. And then I was in the middle of the kitchen. And I was just working in the space that I had. And I did not record the process. But if you tune in a couple weeks, I will be doing or finishing the boy oh boy baby blanket, and I will do the same to that blanket as I did to these, and I will bring you along in that process so that you can see how I did what I did to these blankets. Not the exact same, but some of the same processes. Okay, these blankets or quilts were a labor of love, and I'm in love with them. Okay. I'm going to turn the camera around and I am going to show you some of the stitching and just what they look like in general as a finished product, because you won't see these quilts again because, like I said, I'm going to give them to my kids before I leave. And I'm looking this way because that's where the quilts are laid out. So let me stop talking, turn the camera around, and I will show you and give you a little bit of an explanation of what I did here. But like I said, you will see the process, the full process in the boy oh boy quilt that I am also making. Okay, let's go. Okay guys, so here they are. This one here with this colorway is for my oldest granddaughter, Lillian. And this one is for Amelia, who is currently a month. She actually just turned a month old. So here is a faraway view of both quilts. And let me take you in to see if I can show you some of the stitching. So what I did here, if you can see, let me see. Okay, so if you see here, I hand quilted these together. And what I did was I used crochet thread, number 10, that I got from Hobby Lobby, just like I got, well, I didn't get the fabric from Hobby Lobby, but I did get most of my supplies there. And I just hand stitched all the way up to bind the quilt together. And on the back, this is what it looks like. So so here this is what I did. I'm sorry. I sewed the seam binding down on the front with a sewing machine, right? And then on the back, I flipped it over and I stitched it by hand. I'm trying to see if I can get a closer view. There we go. So I'm not exactly sure what this stitch is called in hand sewing, but it looks almost like a ladder stitch to me. I'm not sure if that's what it's actually called, but that's what I did. I still have to go in and clean up a little bit of the corners, but this is what the back looks like. And I will turn them around, flip it over and give you a full view of what the back looks like. Also, what I did on Amelia's quilt versus Lillian's quilt which is the same. I did the same exact procedure or stitching on her, hand stitching on Lillian's and Amelia's. But there's one detail on Amelia's that I did not do on Lillian's. So again, this is the work, the hand stitching that I did. And it took me 5 tries to figure out how I wanted to hand stitch them together. So I sewed a little bit, took it apart, sewed, took it apart, sewed, took it apart. And I just stopped for a minute. I was like, okay, Lord, show me what to do. And so what I ended up doing was long stitches here. I just put 1 stitch by each square, right, or line, going all the way up, and then I did them across. So I did for Lillian's quilt, I did the short lines first, and then went back and did the long line stitches. That took me forever. So what I did for Amelia's is I did the long lines first and then came back and did the shorter ones. And that was a little bit faster. So the one detail that I did on Amelia's that I did not do on Lillian's is this. So as you can see on the edge, I did this little detail here. And so I did one, and all this is bias tape, and the bias tape matches the fabric colors in the fabric, and it makes it look more patchwork to me. So I did one here, I did one here. And this is a blue, whereas the other one is green. And of course, this one is a cream color. And then on the very top of the blanket, I did another cream one. Okay. And that's pretty. Let me pause the video and flip it over so you can see the back of both of them. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I flipped the blankets over so that you can see the back side. And honestly, they can use them on either side, whatever direction they decide to go, because as you can see the quilting on the back, just as you can see it on the front. It's a more subtle quilting. It's more subtle on the back, but you can use it either side. And because I did the seam binding the way that I did, it looks like a double-sided quilt, honestly. And I'm impressed. I'm very impressed, and I'm absolutely in love with these. And I will be making more quilts. I actually have several projects in the works, and I'm excited about it. So let me turn the camera around, and we will discuss or do some finishing comments. Okay, guys, so what do you think? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And again, before we sign off, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, okay? I would love to know what you think. And if you have any questions about something that I did not go into detail about with these particular quilts, just ask me and I'll let you know. But again, this turned out absolutely amazing. I am so excited to be done, but excited that I have picked up sewing again. I have another series that I've been thinking about, and I will give you more details on that later, but I am going to start my research for that particular quilting series again. And I'm excited. I'm not looking at other YouTube channels. It was an idea that I had in my head. I'm not even going to look to see if anybody else has done it. I'm just going to create it and go from there. And I will drop some little hints and clues in a later video. But for right now, I'm going to start doing my research on that project. And I don't know how long that series will be, but I am excited to be able to do that series, and that will be starting probably in the next couple weeks once I get back home and get some rest and organize some things. I will get that series started. So again, I am grateful that you guys have watched this series and watched the other videos on my channel. Please, please, please share with your friends, your family, with people that you know. And if you have any particular like sewing projects that you would like to see me do or recreate or try to recreate, please let me know. And again, like I said, I have several projects going, and I'm actually currently in the process of making a crocheted duster jacket, which I will also be recording the process for that coming up. Probably within the next couple of days, I'll record something, and that will be a video that you see. Well, I don't know when you'll see the video, but I'll start recording that process here within the next couple of days as well. I do have a few other quilting or English paper piecing projects that I am working on that I will share with you. I think I've shared them before. I do know that I did an English paper, how I make my English paper piecing templates. If you have not watched that video, you might want to go ahead and catch up on that, because one of the other videos that I'll be doing is showing you how I do my English paper piecing, because I'm currently have three projects here with me that I am working on, and then I have another one that I am planning as well, and they're going to take a good little while to get all of them done and all of that, but I'll bring you along in the process. Okay, again, this is the final video for my granddaughter's quilts. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later.